students, I thought you very well understand the chapter 3 few topics which we have already studied. Let us revise those topics, those formulas which we have already done from the data handling of exercise 3.1 and 3.2. First topic is mean. The formula for the mean of given observation is sum of the observation divided by number of observation. Observation can be in the form of the marks, weight or any other numerical number given, but all the qualities are similar. So that kind of observation are called data. So first of all we have to arrange the data in some order and then find mean. So mean is the sum of the observation divided by number or the frequency of the given observation. Okay, next topic is median. This we have already discussed. What is the median? Arrange the given data in the ascending or the descending order. This is the first step to find out the median. Median is, that is median. To find out the median, first we have to do arrange the data. Data means the given observation, or we can say the marks or the numbers, whatever given in the form of the data, that you have arranged in the ascending or descending. You have to select only one order to find out the median. Alright, the next is the middle observation give us the median. So first step we have to arrange the data, arrange in ascending or descending order, and next step is middle observations. Middle observation, middle you have to count the observation, or there is a one formula we can use by which we can find out the middle of the given observation, and that middle observation is known as median of the data. Now ascending order is also known as increasing order, and descending order also known as decreasing order. Now median, we can use this formula also to find out the number of observation which act as median or the middle observation. First, if n is odd, either the observations are odd or the observations are even. Alright, you must first of all count the observation. That observation are odd. Odd means 1, 3, 5, 7, which are not divisible by 2. And even observations are 2, 4, 6, 8. So first of all, to find out the median, first of all you count the observations. That observation are odd, then you have to use first formula, and if observation are even, then you have to use second formula. Okay, first formula is n plus 1 divided by 2. If n is odd, suppose n is 7, then there was only one middle term. Alright, and that number we can find out with the help of n plus 1 by 2th observation. If n is 7, we can put here the value of n, that is 7 plus 1 by 2, that is 8 by 2. So our solution is fourth observation acts as the median of the observation. The median of the given data is answer of the median is in between the given observation. From the given observation, any one is the answer for the median. Next, if n is even, then there are two observations in the middle. Alright, and we can find out the number of both. Actually both are the answer of the median, but to find out one answer we have to find out the mean of these two observations. Both are the answer of the median. Now first observation, if n is even, is n by 2th observation, and second one is n by 2 plus 1th observation. Suppose n is 8. Put the value of n 8 by 2, that is 4th observation, and next to 4th is 5th observation. So the 4th observation value and 5th observation value act as median. We can find out, we can add these two, the value of these two observation divided by 2 to find out their middle term or the mean of these two observations. So I thought you very well understand the median. Mean sum of observation divided by number of observation. Median, arrange the data in increasing order or decreasing order, then find out the middle observation. If n is odd, we can find out the middle observation by n plus 1 by 2th observation. If n is even, then we can find out the middle observation by n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation divided by 2. Next topic, mode. This also we have discussed. The most frequent observation is called mode of the data. Most frequent or most oftenly come, we can say both the definitions for the mode. With the observation which comes maximum number of time. You have to find out how many time a one observation occur again and again in the data. That observation is known as mode of the observation. So like median, mode is also one of the observation of given observation. Answer is in between the given observations. Next is the range. Now range is the formula is highest observation minus lowest observation. That is the value of highest marks minus lowest marks or highest weight minus lowest weight. Whatever the observation is given, the highest value minus lowest value give us the range of the data. Alright. Next question. Let us do one more question related to the median. Because median, if n is even, is one of the, there are two formulas used for this kind of question. Previously we have done the one question related to in which n is odd. Now, find the median of the given data. The data is 5, 15, 6, 3, 1, 0, 12 and 7. This data is given. Now, it is not mentioned that these are the marks or some weight or any other quantity. Just the data is given. The numbers are given. First step to find out the median is arrange the given data. Arrange the given data in the ascending or the increasing order. The first observation, the smallest observation is 0. Next is 1. Next is 3. The next one is 5. After 5, next is 6. Then 7. Then 12 and last observation is 15. Now count the number of observation. These are total 8 observations. Alright, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 observations are there. So total observation is equal to n is equal to 8. This is the value of n to put in the formula. Now formula is for finding the median. If n is even, n by 2th observation and n by 2 plus 1th observation. Now n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation, actually both are the answer. But to get only one answer, we have to find out their mean. Now, n is equal to 8. Put the value of n, 8 by 2th observation plus 8 by 2 plus 1th observation divided by 2. Now, what is the value here? That is 4th observation and 4 plus 1. That is 5th observation divided by 2. Now, what is the value of 4th observation? 4 is not the answer. 4th is the number of observation in the ascending order. 1, 2, 3 and 4th. The 4th observation is 5 and 5th observation is 6. So you have to use these two observations. That is the value of 4th observation 5 and the value of 5th observation is 6. You have to use these two observations divided by 2. So 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. 11 by 2. We get answer is 5.5. That is middle of 5 and 6. 5 and 6 both are the answer for the median. But to get one answer, we can find out their mean. That is 5.5 is the answer of the given question. So you can find out like this. If the number of observation are even, then first of all arrange the observation in ascending order. Count the observation. Use the formula for n is even. Put the value of n, find out the the number of observation, put the value of observation. This is very important point. 4 and 5, the number of observation is not used. You have to use the value of the observation. Understand? So value of the observation is 5 and 6. Put these two values to get the median. Alright. Now next topic. Up to this you have to do from exercise 3.1 and 3.2. Only these topics we have covered up to 3.2. For next exercise, we have to discuss the bar graph. The bar graph you have already done also in the 6th class also. Now, one more time we have to do few more questions related to bar graph, and next is double bar graph after bar graph. Now, start with the bar graph. What is the definition of the bar graph? A bar graph is a representation of numbers using bars of uniform width. Now, what is a bar graph? First of all, bar graph is drawn using the graph paper, which is equally distributed paper, equally distributed into units. Actually, the unit which is given, or the blocks or the squares given on the graph paper, each square is known as one unit, in which 10 lines are used. That kind of paper you have to use is called a graph paper. After every 10 line we have a dark line, and that is used to draw a graph for the graph paper. Now a bar graph is a representation of numbers. Representation means you have to represent, like in pictograph which you have done in 6th class. Using the pictures we have to show, by pictograph you have to show how we can how the data is represent. In pictograph using pictures, in bar graph using bars. So bar graph definition is, a bar graph is a representation of numbers using bar of uniform width. We have to use here bars. Bars of uniform width means the widths of each bar to represent the bar graph are similar. Few points you must remember about the bar graph. First of all, the graph paper must be used is equally distributed, and when you draw the graph you have to use both the line, both the axes, the x-axis as well as the y-axis. Alright, on x and y axis we have to use the bar. I have taken one question, selected one question to represent bar graph. Let us understand that question. The question is, use bar graph to answer the following question. Bar graph is given to you in this question. This is actually related to exercise 3.3 and 3.4. Basically 3.3 exercise based upon the bar graph and the double bar graph as well. Alright, now we have to do the next question is, use bar graph to answer the following question. Here I have drawn a bar graph for you. First of all, understand how you can draw a bar graph. Bar graph is drawn with the help of x and y axis. This horizontal line is called x-axis, and the vertical line which I have used here is called y-axis. So we have to use both the axes. Now first step, on the graph paper, the graph paper is already distributed into equal parts. Now first you have to select the scale and the sides which you have to show. Here the scale is equal to 1 unit is equal to 2 students on the y-axis. You must represent 1 unit means 1 block, or 10 light lines or small lines, and after that a dark line. Up to that we have to count 1 unit, and 1 unit is equal to 2 students on the y-axis. Now on the y-axis, as I have represent, you have to start always a bar graph from 0. 0 for x-axis and 0 for the y-axis. Now start from 0. Equal gap after equal unit. After 10 light lines or 10 small lines, there is a dark line, and that dark line is represented up to 2. Similarly, after 10 lines, after 1 unit, we have to select 4. That is the gap of 2 to every time. Similarly, 2 after 0, after 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, then 12, then 14, 12 and then 14 and so on up to how much we require. And we have to write the 2 or the 4. What is this? What are these? These are the fruits or the vegetable, or what happened here? We have to write here, these are the students actually. So as I write in the scale, 1 unit is equal to 2 students on the y axis. So you must write on which axis the scale is given. The scale is used where the numbers are used. Alright, to start from 0, next after 1 unit 2 student, after next unit 4 students, 6 student, 8, 10, 12 up to 14 students we have selected. Now you must show one more thing, arrow in the upward direction. Upward direction means 0 to upward, there is increasing order of the number. We must show an arrow towards increasing order of the values because numbers are increasing upward side now. Next, towards y-axis, same happen from 0 towards x-axis, the values increases. So you have to show a arrow towards x-axis, always towards. And these are what is represented? Pet animals. So towards x-axis, the x-axis represent the pet animals. Now understand the graph. For graph on x-axis, the 1 unit is spare. Left 1 unit. 1 unit को छोड़ दो. After that, second unit या second block, use the second block to use a graph. Graph is like a rectangle actually. Graph is like a rectangle. The opposite sides are equal. This is called a bar. This is 1 bar, second bar, third bar, fourth bar and 5 bar are used. Now bar graph is a representation of the number using bar of uniform width. Uniform width means the width of all the bars are similar. Alright. Now we have to use this graph give us the which kind of observation. Now if first bar we have selected, this gives the pet animals. Now first graph show us the dogs. How much dogs are with the students? Now this represent dogs. Okay. How much, what is the length of this bar? Up to 8. So 8 students use dogs as pet animals. Next, second bar, again leave one. There is a gap of equal gap between the bars. You can see here equal gap between the bars and the gap is equal to again 1 unit. 1 block left, 1 block, 1 bar, 1 block left, 1 bar, 1 block left, next bar, 1 block left. Similar width of each bar and the gap between the bars are also similar. The next after dogs are the cats. Up to which are cats? You can see the length of the bar. There is a 10 number. You have to match from here side. The 10 students use the cats as the pet animal. Next are the rabbits. Now you also see on the x-axis how I have written the name of the pets. You can write in this way also, like horizontally, or you can write in vertical format also. Like this, I have write rabbit because this is a, you can write rabbit like this. Next are the hamsters and next are the others means other pet animals. So you can see from this sides, rabbits are, how much rabbits are? 2 students use rabbits as pet animal. Next hamster, how many students? Now you can see from hamsters and others. If I see hamster, the starting from 0, the bar graph is length up to middle of the 4 and 6. The middle of the 4 and 6, there is a line after 5 lines, and that number is number 5. 5 is used between 4 and 6 because between 0 and 2 there is a line. After 5 lines, that number is used as 1 number. Alright, for 1 student. Similarly, 2 students, and between 2 and 4 there are 3 number is used. After 5 lines. Understand? Now next. So for the hamster, we have 5 students, and similarly for other pets, we have how many students? You can see the line is not matched with 2, not with 4, but in between these two lines, that is with 3. So 3 students have other pet as their other animals as their pet animals. All right. Now, which of the most popular pet? Which is the most popular pet? These are the question based upon the given graph. Which is the most popular pet? Now I thought you very well understand the graph. I thought you very well understand the graph. Now in graph we have to represent what? X-axis, Y-axis. On the X-axis we have represent pet animals. On Y-axis we have represent number of students. Alright. Now on the X and Y axis, after representing number of students and pet animals, we have to represent the pet animals related to students and how many students use which pet animal with the help of the bar. These give us the information. Now on these information, on the basis of these information, we have to solve these two questions. First question, which is the most popular pet? Which is the most, whose length? You can select the bar. Now you can see for the dogs, how many students use dog as pet animal? 8. For cats, we have 10 students. For rabbits, we have 2 students. For hamsters, we have 5 students. And for other animals as pet animal, we have how many students? The students are 3. Alright. So, which is the most popular pet? Which is with the more students? The most popular pet means the pet which is with the maximum number of students, and that is cats. There are 10 cats in this, so cats are the most popular pet. Next question, how many students have dog as pet animal or as pet? How many students? You must count. Dogs are shown by first bar, and that is up to 8. So 8 means 8 students. So how many students have dog as pet animal? 8 students. So you can observe the given bar very easily. That bars give us the complete information about the all information about the pets and the students. There are so many questions we can ask on the basis of this bar graph. You must understand how we can draw. In further question, you have to draw by yourself. The data is given to you. But you first understand, scale must be written. It is very important to write the scale. On this question, there are so many questions on the base of this bar graph, that which pet is the less popular, the least popular. Least means जो सबसे कम popular है. Which one is rabbit? Alright. And how many students use hamster as the pet? How many? There are 5 students. So there are so many questions based upon the bar. But you must understand how we draw and how we observe this bar. How to connect these two information. The information given on the x-axis and the information given on the y-axis. Connect these two information, only then you can represent or you can give the answers of the bar. Alright, so you must read little bit about the bars. Next we have to do the bar graph related to bar graph, and next topic is double bar graph. On the basis of this bar graph, we have to draw next is the double bar graph, that is based upon the comparison of two things. So I thought you very well understand the mean, the median, the mode and the range. These are called the central tendency of the data handling. This is the question based upon when observations are even. Next are the bar graph, which is represented by the bars, and this must be drawn on the graph paper. And this is first one question selected for you. First question of the exercise 3.3, in which the graph is already drawn. Just you have to observe the graph and give the answer of the given question.